I'm a fitness instructor and former Lululemon educator, and today I'm gonna give you my personal ranking of my top 10 favorite joggers from Lululemon. Woo! Before we get into this, let's just do a little outfit of the day, because if you follow me on TikTok, you may have even helped to choose this outfit. We've got ancient copper Align tank up top, and then for my joggers, I am wearing the stretch high-rise joggers in rhino gray. For reference, these are both size 12. Now, I will admit that these joggers do make the list of top 10 for me, but make sure to keep watching to find out which spot I place the stretch high-rise joggers in. While I'm not a current employee at Lululemon, I am a member of the Lululemon Collective, which means that if you shop with the link in the description here, it helps to support me in the form of a small commission. Thank you so much to everyone who's used my link so far. And if you're not shopping today, you can support me by subscribing to my channel, liking this video, and leave a note in the comments. Now, I've got a bit of a story time for you here. This is actually not the first time that I am recording this video. Due to a technical difficulty, my first round of trying this video is not available to you, but we're taking a second stab at it, and this really gives me the opportunity to admit something. I had a number 2 jogger in the number 2 spot that is actually currently not available for purchase, and I feel like it would be unfair to place it in my list in the number 2 spot and then have your heart broken when you can't actually buy a pair yourself. So I'm gonna grab you my honorable mention from this list. Be right back. Here are the Soft Ambitions high-rise joggers. Now, these are in gray sage. I absolutely love these joggers, and the reason they made it to my top 2 spot in my previous attempt is because they are just so absolutely soft and comfortable. So for me, in a jogger, I am looking for comfort. Whereas in leggings and pants, I might be looking for more function, for any activities and durability. For joggers in particular, I'm really looking for comfort, and am I gonna wear this every day? Which durability still matters, but I think that the Soft Ambitions high-rise joggers are just so incredibly soft. They were in my number 2 spot, they're turning into an honorable mention, and I've added a surprise replacement for this pant that ends up somewhere else in the list. Stay tuned for that, coming soon. So without further ado, let's get into my top 10 joggers from Lululemon. Here are the Warp Stream High-Rise 7/8 joggers. This is dusky lavender, size 33. Now, this comes in at number 10 because of a few reasons. I am not a big fan of the wider leg at the bottom. The fabric itself is Warp Stream, which is not a fabric you see in a lot of joggers or really any products on the women's side of Lululemon clothing. Warp Stream is often seen in the men's. However, with these, I was really looking forward to trying them, and it ended up being not my favorite. The button at the front here, and there is a zipper that make them feel like a regular pant. When I was pulling them up, I found myself thinking that there would be loops on the waistband here, and there weren't, which again, probably wouldn't be in a jogger, but I don't think a jogger usually has a fly and a button anyway. I'm used to a drawstring for a jogger, and I think that would be more comfortable around the waist. If you look at the back here as well, I'm not a big fan of this design. I think that it doesn't really add much to the pant. It's almost like a faux back pocket, but it really, I don't know, well, I guess it is a pocket, but it's just not very fun, and I don't think it's necessarily flattering. Overall, these are in the number 10 spot because they're just not that comfortable, and I don't like the shape with the wide leg sort of throughout as you go down the leg. I like more tapered. Sometimes they have a cuff, and I really like that look. If you were wanting to wear these, I would recommend wearing them in maybe more an outdoor setting as opposed to just sitting around the house and wearing something for comfort. These might be more able to transition to dressing up and wearing them for work, depending on what you do for work. So I'm not gonna say that these are the worst jogging pants I've ever tried on in my life, but for my purposes for jogging pants, I'm just gonna go for something more comfortable. If you wanna dress them up, potentially, these could be for you. Next up, number 9, the Scuba High-Rise Jogger. These are in dusky lavender and they are size 14. They're coming in at number 9 because I was really hoping for these to be higher up on the list. However, I chose size 14 because I read reviews that said to size up. And around the waist, it fits pretty well. The issue for me is that when you lift your thigh, it gets tight right in the legs. So for me, and if you have a body type like mine, this just might not be your favorite option. I think that it is very comfortable in the sense that the fabric is soft. It's a soft fleece. It is described as lightweight. However, I do feel like this is a really sturdy and heavier jogging pant option. So if you take a look here down the side, it's got the 2 seams down the side. Not too much extra detail there. In the pockets, it's got the little mesh extra small pocket that you could fit AirPods or a card or something in. The drawstring is very stretchy and elasticated. It does have the option, if you flip it over, that you can put the drawstring through on the inside to avoid any bulkiness on the outside when you tie it. You could actually put it on the inside, which is really an interesting option for these pants. If you just want to take a look at the back here, again, the waistband fits pretty nicely, and I think that they have a nice shape tight around the thighs, but I don't like that they don't move when you lift. It's too restricting. And I even sized up. So for me, these come in 9th place, and I really was wishing I would like them more. Coming in at number 8, the Align Joggers. Now, this is a bit of a fan favorite, and I will say I think that they are extremely comfortable. Just like the Align pant, these are made with Nulu fabric, so you do have to be careful. It's a very delicate fabric meant for yoga and not really meant to be worn every day. So I am interested to see over time how durable this jogger will be and if it will be prone to pilling, even if I'm wearing it for activity or not wearing it for activity, if I'm wearing it just around the house. I'm actually going to be doing a video on this and doing a long-term review of the Align joggers using these ones as an example. If you want to take a quick peek down the side here, you can actually tell a very small detail here. I snagged the fabric with my nail, and unfortunately it did pull. So again, this was something that happened as soon as I put the pants on for the first time, and I just wanted to be open and honest about that because this is something that is a trait of this very delicate fabric. Now, I do know that it is extremely comfortable, and I cannot wait to see how it lasts over time. Let's take a peek around the side. It's looser around the calf, but still very tight around the thighs. So it's different than the Align pant. It is more like a jogger, but I will say that it is a very hugged fit, even though it doesn't feel compressive. So it's kind of a really nice hugged fit around the waist. The band is high rise, but then is pretty soft and nice and comfortable. So it comes in at number 7 because it's not going to be the most durable pant, but it's not in last place because I think that this is so comfortable. And it also comes in at a really nice price point. It's equivalent to the Align pant itself. So if you're looking for joggers that are on the lower end of price, you definitely want to check these ones out. I will be doing a review again over time to see how durable they are. One last thing to note here, the inside of the pant, just like the Align pant, has 2 seams, and this allows for the fabric to be more generous around the thighs. It allows for more space. I really like it. And the pockets are pretty nice, pretty deep, and it's got one little small mesh pocket here as well. These Align pants are size 10. Next up, number 7, we've got the Ready to Rulu joggers. These are in a diamond dye true navy color, which is super fun, and I'm going to take you through why this one is number 7. So, follow me down here. These joggers are super soft, and the fabric is called Rulu. So if you're looking on Lululemon's website, they will tell you the name of some of their fabrics, but they'll also give you the composition of the fabric blend. So if you look at these joggers versus the Align joggers that we just had in 8th place, the Align joggers are made of Nulu, and that fabric is 19% Lycra, whereas these are only 9% Lycra. Lycra is used in Lululemon's fabrics for shape retention. So for this, it's still very, very soft, similar to Nulu. It gives you that sort of weightless feeling, that naked sensation. But for me, these ones are a little different. I almost want to say that they are a little bit looser, and because it doesn't have that little extra shape retention, I almost feel, not that they're baggy, but just feels like maybe there's a little bit more space. The band here is really great. Just note that the draw cord is not elasticated like the scuba draw cords. This actually looks exactly like the draw cords from the Hooded Define jacket, where it's not stretchy and it's got this little matte part at the end. And again, I don't mind it. I just am making note. If you want to take a peek around the back as well, it's a really nice wide band. I like this. It's high rise. It can pair well with my Align tanks. And I almost want to say the fabric's a little fluffy, and that sounds really strange. It's not fleece, but again, it's just slightly different than the Nulu fabric. I am afraid for these that they might be prone to pilling, but I might just have to try these ones and give it a go. These are size 12, and this series runs from sizes 0 through 20. Number 6, the Adapted State Jogger. These are the Adapted State Joggers in Rhino Gray, size 12. I want you to note here on the side that they have secure pockets. So if you're looking for something that will have a zippered pocket, these are definitely a really great option. The fabric is lightweight and sweat wicking. I find that the fabric is not as soft as some of the other joggers. So this is kind of the middle of the road for me. It's just on the lower end of the list, but just about halfway, because I think that these are a versatile pant that you could wear potentially in the healthcare industry. A lot of people have, when I was an educator at the store at Lululemon, a lot of people would come in and ask, which is the jogger that people wear for scrubs? So I think that this could be useful in those lines of work. For me, I feel that the fabric is a little bit too swishy, so it's not my go-to choice. If you do move your legs, I find that it sounds a little too swishy for me. I like that they're high-rise. The band is nice and secure. Make note of this as well, that this one has a continuous draw cord. So you can tie this much like the leggings at Lululemon, where it's a continuous cord instead of something that might be a little bit more bulky. This is a little bit more subtle, and overall I think these could also be used, they are meant for running, training, and physical activity. So while these are not my favorite because I might not want to lounge around the house in them personally, I think that the versatility of this pant is a really great bonus. If you want to take a look at the back here as well, I think it's a nice clean look. A thinner band than some of the joggers, but minimal seams and extra pockets and anything in the back. I think it's nice and simple. It tapers in at the bottom with a cuff, which is also a preference of mine. I really like when the legs are tapered in. The cuff is not as thick as some of the others. It's a little bit just sort of like ruched at the bottom, A really cool feature about these ones that you won't see on other options is this zipper at the bottom. It said on the website that it's good for delayering. So again, I think that these are really made for physical activity. As well, I believe that these were made to be similar to the Surge joggers for men. The Surge jogger is a jogger that in the past I've recommended that women try, because I think it's interesting to try from both the men's and women's section, and you might surprise yourself with what you could find there. I'm a barre instructor and yoga teacher, so for me personally, I don't really wear any kind of joggers to do my physical activity, but if I was a runner or I wanted to wear joggers for physical activity, I think that this would be a really great one to add to my collection. Number 5, these are the ABC jogger. Now, if you're wondering, what on earth is the ABC jogger? Well, I'm gonna have to do more videos about the menswear at Lululemon, but these are a jogger that actually belong to my husband. So I'm a bit of a thief today. Here they are. These are really, honestly, a huge popular item for the men, but I think it's a super underrated option for women. Let's take a peek. The pockets are nice and deep, which is awesome. They've got a small mesh pocket as well that you could add a card to or AirPods. If you see here down the side, it is hugging in at the thigh, but then loose around the leg, which I don't mind because it's got the nice cuff at the bottom. So I honestly really prefer these to the Warp Stream jogger that is meant for women. I find these more comfortable, and they're actually more soft to the touch than the Warp Stream of that jogger. I'm not sure the color on these as they are a few years old, but I just wanted to show you how the ABC jogger fits on my body and how, even though it's designed for men, I think it's a really great option for women. So if you have not tried this, or if you're looking to try a adventurous choice, try the ABCs. Just for reference, I am wearing large in this, and I wanted to show you, my husband actually prefers to keep the draw cord on the inside, and these have the option of putting them on the inside. So if you wanted to see what that looks like officially, that's it. Unlike the Warp Stream joggers as well for women, these don't have a zippered fly. It does have sort of a faux fly, but it's not a zippered fly, and I honestly prefer this. And that's why these came in at number 5. Coming in at number 4, the Dance Studio jogger. Now, the Dance Studio pant was a really popular pant, and still is to my understanding. When I was an educator at Lululemon, it was very popular both on my first contract when I worked there in 2014, 2015, and on my second contract in 2019, 2020. Now, me personally, I never really tried this jogger until recently. It's made with Swift fabric, so to my understanding, Swift fabric was always two-way stretch and just not very comfortable. However, I decided to give it another chance after starting my TikTok and this YouTube channel, and I'm so glad I did. So, just to show you here, I love the tapering in at the leg, and at first I thought that the fabric was too tight, but honestly it is very comfortable. They've got nice deep pockets with that little mesh pocket as well. And the band is actually made of Luxstream, so that makes it nice, durable, strong. The drawstring here is also elasticated, gives it a little bit of stretch, which is fun. The one thing to note about the fabric as well is that it is a little bit textured, at least in appearance. It kind of looks like pinstripes, which from far away is not as noticeable, but when you really look at the fabric up close, if that bothers you, I can see why it's not at the top of your list, but I really think the fit is amazing. There's a secure pocket on the left pocket. That means it's zippered right in there. If you've got something important, definitely check out that little zippered pocket inside the big pocket. As you can see at the back, again, there are lots of seams on this design, but I really don't mind it. I'm glad I gave this one a second chance. And there's also the Beyond Studio jogger, which I have tried as well. Some people prefer that jogger, that version of that jogger. And I think it's just personal preference. For me, I like both of them, and I will always prefer this to the regular Dance Studio pant, especially the lined Dance Studio pant. So this one does not have a liner, and just take note of that when you're looking at the Dance Studio jogger. Unlike some of the other joggers I've been showing you today, this one does not have the option of putting the band on the inside. So if that's something you were looking for, you're not gonna find it in this pant. These are size 10 and in dark olive. Number 3, this is the LA Super High Rise Jogger. This in particular is a very fun color. It's a Sonic Pink Ombre wash. Now, for me personally, I had never tried any of the LA series. There's the LA Boxy Crew, there's the shorts, and I had never just given them a chance. But I'm so glad I did, and I'm definitely keeping these. As you can see, the tag has already been removed. Let's take a peek. It's got this 2 seams down the side with a bit of a ribbed texture, which I think is just fun. The fabric is French terry cotton, which is super soft, and it's very stretchy, very comfortable. As I mentioned earlier, my criteria for finding the best joggers from Lululemon were to find a jogger that is very comfortable and durable enough to wear every day. I think these are going to be absolutely the perfect jogger for that. The waistband is not very thick and it's not very compressive, but this is the super high-rise jogger. So they sit higher than most of the other joggers. So I don't want it to be too compressive at the top. The bottom as well is not the cuff, but it is tapered in, and I like that it's elasticated at the bottom. I think it's going to work well with boots going into the fall. And just overall, I love this pant. I'm so excited about it. I'm excited to match it with all of my cropped tops that are pink, which is, you know, the Align tank. Maybe a power pivot in there as well. Taking a look at the back, I really like the back here. There's the subtle detail on the hip here, Lululemon. And overall, I just think this is a really nice, versatile pant. While it's not something that can also get dressed up, I think if you're looking for pure comfort, this is the one. It's lightweight, it's not too heavy. I'm just a really big fan of this pant. For reference, this is size 10. So as you've seen, all of the sizing has been ranging for different items that I chose. I wanted to give it a good shot and see what fit best on my body. And I think that size 10 on me for this is really the best fit. This item ranges from size 0 to 14. In the number 2 spot, this is the Scuba High Rise Relaxed Jogger. Take note, this is the relaxed version of the Scuba Jogger, and I am sold. This is in the number 2 spot because it's everything I wanted the regular scuba pant to be. So these are very much like your scuba hoodie. It's that fleece material, super soft, comfy. It is a bit heavier. It's got some weight to it, but I really don't mind. It's got the elasticated draw cord here with the option of using it on the inside if you like. And here at the sides, nice deep pockets, comfy. It's got the 2 seams down the side. I just am such a huge fan of this pant. It's the perfect winter or fall jogger. It's got the cuff at the bottom as well. I think that that's really great. It's not too tight. It's nice and loose around the calf, but then it's also not too tight here. I can lift my thigh and I get no restriction. Overall, this is in the number 2 spot. This is a size 12. So remembering that in the regular scuba, I got size 14 and I thought that that fit pretty well, except it was tight in the thighs. This one's size 12 and it's perfect. So consider that for sizing. I usually wear between sizes 10 and 12, depending on the item at Lululemon. Are you ready for number 1? Here it comes. Coming in at number 1, the Stretch High Rise Jogger. Now, if you've been shopping at Lululemon for a while, you might be familiar with the On the Fly jogger. That was the pant that this pant has come from. However, this stretch high-rise jogger has a few additions to it. For one, it's high-rise instead of mid-rise, and it's made with a very stretchy Luxtreme. So Luxtreme is that fabric from Lululemon, one that repels dog hairs, two, that is very slick and durable. So you don't have to worry about any kind of friction or abrasion with these pants. The fabric is going to be durable, and because it's a bit more slick, I think that it's a really great option that you could dress up or that you can wear around the house. And that was my number one criteria for ranking all of these pants. I wanted them to be both good for potentially wearing out of the house and being worn maybe for exercise, but then also being worn comfortably sitting on the couch. Now, this pant in particular, I have worn to even practice yoga. So for yoga, I want to be able to have full range of my body. I want basically the full range that you would have with leggings, and I have found that in this pant. I can do the splits in these pants. I can do downward dog. Any yoga posture I need full freedom for, these are honestly the best. I also find that they're not too heavy, so they're nice and breathable, unlike something like the Scuba Relaxed Jogger or the Scuba that's fleece. This is just kind of perfect that it's a bit more lightweight. I don't find it as swishy like the Adapted State Jogger. There's still a little noise, but I mean, that might just happen with all of my pants. They are 4-way stretch, lovely, great fabric, so stretchy and comfortable. I even find them soft to the touch, softer than the Luxtreme of my leggings. So at the bottom, it's got the cuff as well, which I really like. It's tapered in at the bottom, enough room for the calf, but still tight around the thighs. I really love this pant. It's got the drawstring that is elasticated. Now, something to take note of this pant is that it actually has the most amazing waistband. If you flip it, yes, it's got the option that you can put the draw cords in, but also take note that this fabric here is Nulu fabric. So you've got the best of both worlds, the function and durability of a Luxtreme fabric and the majority of the pant, but on the inside where it touches your skin, it's that beautiful, buttery, soft Nulu fabric. So I just can't get enough of this pant. It's a really great option. Now, for some people that were diehard fans of the On the Fly jogger, I will agree that because of the change of the fabric, this fabric maybe shows a little bit more bumps and curves in the body, and maybe that's not everyone's favorite. So that's my one caveat about these ones. I sized larger, one size, for any of the stretch high-rise series, the crops, the joggers, the pant, if it was a color, whereas in the black, I wear size 10. These are size 12 in Rhino Gray. But I really do love this pant. If you take a look at the back, I think it's just a nice, clean look. The high-rise is so helpful for any activities. I like that it covers my lower back. And all in all, it's my number one pant. The pockets at the sides, I like that you can just reach in and they're open, unlike the Adapted State jogger that is zippered. There's always that little bit of zipper that's annoying, but here is even a secure secret pocket. So if you do need to have something secure, you can just use this zipper, and then you still have this open pocket. I just can't get enough of this pant. Ah! Thanks so much for watching this review. Let's go through them one more time just for reference. In number 10 spot, we've got the Warpstream jogger. In number 9, we've got the Scuba jogger, just regular. Number 8, we've got the Align joggers. Number 7, Ready to Rulu. Number 6, we've got the Adapted State jogger. Number 5, we've got the ABC jogger, which is designed for men, but I like to throw it in. Number 4, Dance Studio jogger. Number 3, LA Super High Rise jogger. Number 2, we've got the Scuba Relaxed jogger. And number 1, the Stretch High Rise jogger. Thanks so much for watching. This was so fun. I've got a lot of joggers here. Some are from my collection, some are from this recent haul. And to be honest, I am only keeping some, I'm not keeping all of them. But which ones on here were your favorites? Did you agree with my listing? Are there some that you absolutely love that I didn't even include? Let me know. I want to know in the comments. Can't wait to hear, and I'll see you next time.